This is the first episode of Solo versus 1000. Why are Nazis in Brazil?
This is Brazil.
I'm Jacob Solo. It's going to be me reviewing each and every one of the 1001 movies you need to see before you die. So yeah, this is going to take about 6-7 years. So let's keep motivating, keep going. But my first one, I'm doing these at random. My first one is Notorious from 1946, starring Alfred Hitchcock. It's from RKO Radio Pictures, starring Cary Grant and Ingrid Bergman. And the synopsis is, in order to help bring Nazis to justice, U.S. government agent T.R. Devlin recruits Alicia Huberman, the American daughter of a convicted German war criminal, as a spy. As they begin to fall in love for one another, Alicia is instructed to win the affections of Alexander Sebastian, a Nazi hiding out in Brazil. When Sebastian becomes serious about his relationship with Alicia, the stakes get higher, and Devlin must watch her slip further undercover. Now, a few things. It is a Hitchcock movie, but it doesn't have the same feel as other Hitchcock movies. It's not Rear Window or Psycho, but we can chalk that up to it being one of his earlier films. I mean, it's from 1946, so it's not super early in his life, but he was still like 47 years old at the time. He still commands and gives some of the best direction ever. Like, it's Hitchcock. His name is synonymous with great direction. Bergman's performance was very, very multi-layered. Like, she can just snap and switch from the undercover wife of Sebastian to Devlin's lover within a second in the scene. It just goes to show how very well versed in acting she is, and also goes to show that Hitchcock can pull a performance out of a dog. On top of Bergman's layered performance, you can see that Cary Grant's character Devlin goes from a stone-faced, by the books agent to falling in love with Alicia and not wanting to let her go, especially in the last scene, but we'll get to that in a minute. The film starts out kind of slow, but this may be because I'm not as well versed in classic films. Claude Rains' character, Alexander Sebastian, is intimidating. I guess a Nazi should be. And it feels really good in the end when he is defeated, like seeing a Nazi get defeated should feel. His stare is intense, and that's one of the things that makes him so intimidating as a character. You can really feel how hurt Devlin is when they find out that Sebastian has asked Alicia to marry him, and they need to have that go through, or else the plan is just gonna go to shit. The entirety of the party scene, when Devlin and Alicia are in the wine cellar, and you can see Devlin searching for something, and you see the bottle fall, but the way Hitchcock cuts back and forth to other shots, and you see the bottle slipping and slipping, and then it finally falls, and then them having to pick that up while you see them picking it up and them shooting back to the champagne in the party, how the bottles are slowly disappearing. It just creates this tension, and once they exit and they're kissing in front of that door, I audibly yelled, "Why are you doing that in front of the window when you know he's coming downstairs?" But they played it off decently well, I guess, for about a day in the timeline. And then after the party, and after Alexander finds out who Alicia really is, the film really fast tracks it to the end. Going from Madame Sebastian suggesting, but non-verbally, that they should have poisoned Alicia, to them actually doing it, cutting back and forth to the coffee cups, finding it out that way, without it ever explicitly being said. Makes for a nice film watching experience. And then the final scene, when Devlin goes to the house, finds Alicia, that she's dying, and takes her, and then Alexander finds them and figures out that they know that he knows. And Grant's character convinces Sebastian that, "I'm taking her, if you come with me, I'll save you from the Nazis, or you can let me leave her and the Nazis will kill you." So what does he do? He takes Alicia to the car, locks the door, and drives away, and it just leaves you to figure out if the Nazis kill Alexander or is he alive, but it's obvious that he is dead. So this being one of the 3 Hitchcock movies I've seen, it's probably the third best out of the ones, but that doesn't make it bad by any means. I'd give it a solid 3.5 stars or 7 out of 10, which is very good. It might be because my taste isn't as high for classic films because I'm not as well versed in it, but we'll see as this experiment keeps going. And thanks for watching. Make sure to follow us on Patreon. This will be going live 1 week earlier. It's going to post Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 1 week early on Patreon, then it'll go live on YouTube for everybody else. Patreon.com/The Sounds Good Podcast. Next week it's going to be Do the Right Thing, 1989, Spike Lee. Make sure you subscribe down below. Thank you.